All right, today I thought for Fun Friday that it would be fun to try to draw our names in bubble letters, block letters, graffiti letters. So it's the same process for both bubble and block. So I'm just going to do the word art, and I'll do one letter in bubble and one letter in block. Now the key is to write large. I have a stack of paper that's already, sorry, hit the camera. It's already cut to a small size. We're not going to use a full sheet of paper. So you're going to want to take a piece of the computer paper over on the bookcase instead of our good white paper, just to get an idea of size, because we don't want to get part of your word or part of your name done and then run out of room on the other end. So I am going to get a piece of paper and I'm going to write the word, and I'm going to see if I can get it to fit. So let me go get that and let me get the word written. All right, so I took my black paper and I traced around it to get a nice rectangle. I used this old computer paper that we use for blotters, and you can't really see it, but my line, for example, is about right here. Trust me, it is there. And I'm going to practice writing the word art, and sometimes, since I know I have that much space, I like to draw a light line where I'll have each letter. Let's see if I can hold that up so you'll see it. That's how big I know I want my A. There's for my R, and there's for my T, just to give me a guideline. So then I'm going to write nice and large the letter A. Do it lightly because we're going to be erasing this. Then about the same size, I'm going to do the letter R, drawing lightly because I'm going to erase that. And then on this line down here, I'm going to do the letter T. All right. There we go. So you can see what I'm doing, I'm going to get a colored pencil. Crayon is what I'm going to use on my black paper when I'm ready. But what I'm going to do for my bubble letters is I'm going to draw around it. There's my bubble A. For the R, I might want to do a block letter just for the example. I trace around my pencil line. All right, so there's my R. Okay, can't even see the pencil line. I've done such a great job drawing light. And I think I'll finish up the T maybe with just some slanted box. Just to be something different to show you. All right, now I'm also going to do a graffiti one, but that didn't really work on this paper. So I'm going to take my word art, and I noticed that right here I have a little too much space, so I'm going to want to adjust that when I put it on my black paper. So let me get the word art written, and let me get it outlined a little bit, and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so there is my word art, and I will give you a tip. I don't even have to go back and erase the pencil lines because you won't see it once I color. Crayons work the best. Yesterday I worked with some different tools that we have on paper that has a texture. Crayons is going to be the most efficient and look the best. So use those 96 color crayons and color in the word that you've chosen, or just your initials. They're a big item right now. So color those in, and I'm going to be right back to see what mine looks like. All right, I finished my word for fun, and I'm going to give you a couple of tips. As I work, I like to share things that I find don't work. Might not have chosen black if I had known how difficult that would be. It's hard to get a vibrant color, but I went ahead and finished my project because I believe in learning. You might notice that for some of these I have more than one color on there, And that was because, and I might go back and still add some more colors on them just to get a nice different look. But here's the tip. Use the back of your paper to color and see which ones are vibrant and which ones aren't. Now, if I had done that on all of them to begin with, I might have made different choices, but you can see which were bright and which were not bright enough. So that is one of the tips I can give you, and I am going to practice writing in graffiti style now. All right, graffiti style for me is hit or miss. I've never done this before. So I watched a couple of YouTube videos. They were a little bit complicated and didn't hold my attention like a lot of them do. So I'm just gonna wing it, and everybody's will be different. There is no right or wrong way. So what I decided to do was to kind of start off like I was gonna do a block letter, and I am drawing so lightly. And I noticed that a lot of these had some type of arrow or something, so I decided to extend, and then I came down and went up, and then let's see, I went in here. Now it looks confusing, but as I erase my lightly drawn lines, because I've done the whole thing lightly, I can see that I have some kind of graffiti style letter, just a little bit. And so then with R, let's say I want to come up and make some kind of funky graffiti style. And then don't forget that little section in there. And then go back and erase. And you can see, just, you know, move slowly. I would do graffiti one letter at a time, and as you get really good at it, maybe you could overlap them. So that is basically all that I really know about trying to do graffiti. It's just making things up. You know, for the T, I could do something really strange. Just something super strange. And then as I erase the inside part, not quite the graffiti that you see in some places, but by goodness, that's not too bad for an art teacher that's never tried to draw graffiti. Technically, they'd overlap, but give it a try. Give it some practice and see how it looks. Good luck, have fun. I can't wait to see these.